All right, I'm going to show you some crazy things about the YouTube algorithm that just changed. And this is really important for small creators or mid-sized creators. So I saw this guy made a really interesting video. I'm going to play a few seconds of it. It's called This is YouTube Now. And then I'm going to go deeper into this. So let's just see what he says first.
I want Predators attack sleeping
So he's
humans.
just searching this
Okay,
into
what I'm about to
YouTube.
show you is not an editing trick, okay? So, all of you that said that AI won't make YouTube better, well, what about this? I mean, I know it's all the same topic and they're all the same thumbnails, but now everybody gets to be creators. That's what we wanted, right?
He's just showing how so many people, like, it's crazy how much they're copying specific videos that are doing well. So like there's so many programs now where it's like, just copy me, look at my software, I can make all this AI stuff. One video does really well, and then they just, like, a whole bunch of people try to make the same thing. And I searched this just to double check, by the way. So I searched, like, why won't predators attack sleeping humans, just to make sure. And you can see here, it's all the same thing with a lot of the same titles, or they'll just change one word. Now, the top video will get, like, I don't know, it could be like 300,000, maybe even 3 million, whatever videos. That's why people want to copy it. Then they copy it, 3,000 views. And like this guy made the same thing, basically 4 views. So this one, 2,004 views, basically same thing, same level too, if you watch them, 5 views. So the guy in the video, he's making the point, A, so many people are copying, it's ridiculous, and that's going to continue. It's going to get worse. So don't do that. And B, this is important, the algorithm is changing so that YouTube is saying, look, if you are first to make a video like that, it sort of gets tagged, and then anything that copies it will get throttled, so they won't get many views. That's the idea. That's what they're trying to do, so people at least make unique content. It's not just a bunch of copycats like stealing the stuff and then, spamming YouTube with the exact same thing that they didn't think about. They didn't add any value. And AI is making, because it's so easy to make these videos, this is important, or you just have like thousands of the same video, wasting energy on the servers and then not giving any incentive for unique content by any creator. So this is huge. So don't just copy, even though someone says it's so easy to do. Look at this video. Well, it's not easy to do if you copy. Point number 2, I looked at this though. Watch this, because this video just came up. It's 2 weeks old. Now, this is important. This sort of contradicts my point, but then we can learn from it, because it's such a mess right now. Everything's such a mess with YouTube. Watch this. This video popped up on my feed because I'm watching these other cartoonish videos, and it says, you can't see this color. Why can't you imagine a new color? 205,000 views only 2 weeks ago. And then, just so you know, before I show the results, look at this. This channel is, they only have 12 videos, 846 subscribers. So that's not even that much from that big video. And every other video is about the same effort level. And none of them have done very well, other than this one that got 200,000. Like the one he made, 2 days ago got 118 views. And even this one with a similar, I watched this, it's similar level. The Last Human, that's another kind of copy thing. It didn't do well, but this video did do well. So was he the first one? Let's scroll down. That's 2 weeks ago. Okay. 3 weeks ago, what? You can't imagine new colors. Here's why. That only got 80 views. Right. And it's not like this other channel, which I just proved is like really big. So it's all off old subscribers. It's new as well. That seems to be a better thumbnail. So he copied this as well from other people. So there's his again. Why you can't imagine a new color, 3 weeks ago. So that's before his, 14 views. What else? Just a bunch of stuff here. Why you can't imagine new colors. And like, I have looked through this when I search it. There, you might say, oh, that thumbnail's that's the same thumbnail. So this guy actually this is 6 days ago. So he copied clearly, right? And then that one did get throttled. So it is possible to make the same video, but maybe the key is this. If it's an interesting video and none of them have done very well, you can do the same video. And if yours is somehow better, or it's getting better retention or sharing or whatever, then it can go really well. So this guy, I guess, if you want to look at it this way, he's the first one to have a successful video with this title and idea. So now if you try to copy it, it's not going to work. So you can take something that hasn't done well and then copy it and improve on it, I guess, and it might work. But if you take something that has worked and then try to copy it, it's very likely not going to work. Now I'm going to search something just to show what I've been working on, and it hasn't really been working very well. And I'm going to try. I want to show this, like the good and the bad, because I have some monetized channels, some not. This is brand new and it isn't. It's called Hard to Picture, and of course I'm making this with Podsplice, which I recommend for all these. So I only have 12 subscribers. And I'm making these kind of things that I think are interesting. How much uranium would power the entire world for one day? What else do we have? I'll just click on my channel just to see. And you can check it out and then see what's doing well, what isn't. Like this one did the best for the long so far. Could an Olympic pool full of dental floss reach the sun? And I'll just give the spoiler. Funny thing is, if you make it with fishing line and you stretched it out, it actually would go from the earth to the sun. That's how much is in there with a thin line. You know, how long would it take to walk to the moon? So I'm making these, how much is $1 trillion? What does it look like? So these are not copied. These are all original, but I think I'm in some kind of like a YouTube jail basically at the start. Because now new channels, what I'm finding, and this was not the case, I would say, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago even, and certainly not before that. But now it seems, because so many new channels are coming online, it's easy to get sort of like, you just don't, I'm not getting any impressions with these so far, but I'm going to keep making videos and then I'm going to show if something does take off. But anyway, that's sort of what's happening, but none of these are copied. Now, if you type in any of these, like what does $1 trillion look like? I don't know. There's probably a title like that because it's sort of how much oil does the world use every day? I'm just making things that I think are interesting to show how to picture them. But yeah, like they're not all super unique, I guess, but I haven't even looked what other people are doing. Obviously, this dental floss reaching the sun is like, no one's ever thought of this. Small sugar cube. So this is sort of what I'm doing. You could fit about 40 meters. Like that's me reading, obviously. I'm making these slides. Meters of floss in that cube. A tiny cube has 40 meters of dental. I probably have to read faster, maybe make more slides, put a little more effort. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, those are some thoughts, some observations about what people are making, what they're copying, what the algorithm's trying to do, what's changing. And stuff like that. So hope that was interesting to think about. Anyway, I like to just think about, like, how can you apply that to your channel, what you're doing, this information, what's going on. So I hope that helped. Check out Podsplice for making screen recording, commentary, reaction videos, remote podcasts. We're adding so much stuff to it. It's really good at making content quickly, and of course whipping this into shorts. So another thing here, if I just go back quickly, watch this. If I go to shorts, see, these are the same shorts. This one here got 754 views, not that much, but it's not nothing. I'm making the same thing in a long and a short at the same time with the same script with Podsplice, and then it's giving like the vertical slides, you know, and the horizontal. So anyway, check it out and let me know what you think about the video. We'll see you in the next one.